Yeah, I ran out of resin, so time to make a new pail. Come on now. I buy my resin in 5-gallon pails. Good stuff. And then I transfer it into a 1-gallon can. It's just easier that way. Fiberglasssite.com. Fiberglasssite.com. That's where you want to buy your resin. Don't buy that cheap stuff from Home Depot or Pep Boys or Western Auto, Track Auto, Home Depot. That's total garbage. Get what you pay for. Trust me, you get what you pay for. Just a tip. Okay, pay attention, you might learn something here. I'm going to show you what 35 years of experience does. An age-old problem in fiberglass. There's hundreds of secrets. Most people don't know them. The old guys do. Most of those guys are dead or don't care anymore. There's only a few of us left. So you newbies take note, and you hackers that can't figure the problem out, I'm going to teach you. See the edge here? See these 90-degree edges? You see them? The problem on any car body, motorcycle body, on this kind of an edge where you have a long stretch and a 90 and a long stretch and a 90 and a long stretch and a 90, what happens is when you lay the fiberglass up, it tends to suck in right here and right here. So you have to fill it, sand it, fill it, block it, make it smooth. You always have dips in your molds and your parts. It always dips there. You can't stop it. It can't be stopped unless you're Go Fast Fiberglass. This is why they call me everywhere to do their custom fiberglass solutions. And I'm going to teach you something. You can do this a couple ways. You fiberglass from here to here, 2 layers. From here to here, 2 layers. Here to here, 2 layers. Do it on all 4 corners, or wherever you have a 90 degree. If your 90 degree is that tall or this tall, it doesn't matter. Where you have a 90 degree and a long stretch, it will sink here. By fiberglassing 2 layers here and there, what it will do is the fiberglass will naturally want to pull away like that. Like that strip you put on your nose and let you breathe at night. Well, that's what it does. You put it on and the fiberglass naturally wants to pull it away. It naturally pulls it away. If you do it like this and you leave it like that, it naturally wants to pull the side and suck it in. As this side pulls in and this side pulls in, it sucks it in right there. 2 layers of fiberglass here and there, let it cure, and then put another layer on it if you want. Doesn't matter. You got to get at least 4 or 5 layers on before you do this little trick, which I'll show you how to do it. And then you'll never have the problem again. In your part or in your mold, it doesn't matter, because it will suck in. You hackers, you know what I'm talking about. You newbies will learn if you don't do this trick. I use a special product, so I only need 1 layer. It's called Kevcore, which is that stuff right there. Very expensive. It looks like another material, but it's not. It has Kevlar in it. And has core mat material in it. Okay, here's what we have. Like I said, it looks like another material. I forget the name of it. But this is called Kevcore. It has core mat material, foam-like material in it. It has shop mat. It has woven, and it has strips of Kevlar. I use this, so I only need 1 ply on the corners over here and here. So what I'm going to do, this is some hard stuff to cut. These scissors were brand new about a month ago. This is some tough stuff. It takes a lot of resin to fill this too. So you don't have to be pretty here, because this is your mold. So you don't have to be pretty about it. I shouldn't even be showing this. This is one of about 50 fiberglass tricks that puts an end to a long, long problem since the beginning of fiberglass. But it took somebody like me to figure it out. Somebody like me with no life. So I'm too busy fiberglassing your parts. This doesn't go for you new guys. And new guys, don't be a hack. Don't steal somebody else's parts. Don't copy, buy one of my parts and copy them and call them yours. Because you're going to be liable for it. Not me. That's what a scab does. And you eBay punks know what I'm talking about. Not all of you. Just certain ones, and you know who you are. And I know who you are, and you know what I'm talking about. Period. I guess that pain pill is working, huh? Alright, let's see if I can adjust this here. What I'm going to do, I may shorten this up a little bit. This piece is going to go like that. I'm going to shorten it a little bit. It's going to come to about here. Because this is where it usually dips. Right about that far. About 2.5 inches in. There. And there. And that's all you need to do. That will make it so your mold, once it's cured, will not suck in. Therefore, if it doesn't suck in, your parts won't suck in. You understand what I'm saying? If the mold sucks in and you lay up a part and you pull your part out, your part automatically has 4 spots or 6 spots or 8 spots that you have to put some metal glazed putty in and block sand it to make it straight. A customer or yourself should not have to work on a new part. It's a new part. Why should you have to work on it other than to sand it and prep it for paint? You shouldn't have to work on it. That's the problem with fiberglass today. There's too many people in it that don't give a shit. And for you naysayers, a little argument I had earlier today, fiberglass is stronger than steel. Do you hear me? Fiberglass is stronger than steel. If you think otherwise, you're a fool. I don't mean 2 inches of thick steel against 2 inches of thick fiberglass with a bullet. I'm talking about on your hot rod. I'm talking about on your motorcycle. Drop your Harley, see what happens to your fenders. Put a fiberglass fender on and drop it. See what happens. Yeah, I'll probably edit that out. Everybody wants to argue. I don't feel like arguing. Woohoo! I cut them to the desired shape that I wanted. Because of this little hinge area here. Just enough. See that? Just enough. Just enough to keep that edge from popping out. From sucking in. Excuse me. Just enough to keep it from sucking in. It's pretty funny. I was on eBay looking at extended saddlebags for my Harley. There must have been 100 of them. All different prices, and they're all the same thing. Some from the factories, some from the scabs. I'll spend a couple more dollars and buy the factory's part. Screw the scab. Do the same. Make sure you get the air out of it. When you're done, you'll have little tits sticking up. Just sand them off with a piece of sandpaper. And then you can fiberglass right over top of it. But you have to let this cure. Let this cure before you add any more layers. And it'll come out fine. Let that cure. Let it cure. Don't be in a hurry. Let it cure. I could actually apply that same knowledge to this area as it's a 90, but I already did it. So that's what made me think of teaching it to you. I thought about that all night. I wasn't going to teach you. There's a lot of secrets to have a successful mold and a successful part. Alright, let me give you another tip. See, this is one big sheet. A couple little strips here to fill in the gaps. You'll see people taking little shredded pieces and they'll put them all over the place. No. Use big pieces. Use the biggest piece you can to cover your part. Don't shred it into little pieces. Okay, one more thing. Another tip. I'm picking up where I left off. See that big sheet? That's how you want it. Regardless of what you hear, you'll see these guys come up. They'll lay a piece like this. They'll lay a piece like that. Another piece of fiberglass like this. And then another one like this. And then they'll take another one and lay it like that. You know, that's not how you do it. That puts lumps in your mold. That puts lumps in your part. Every time you make a part in your mold, every time you lay up a part, it gets hot. Every time it gets hot, you have a certain amount of shrinkage. As it shrinks, wherever it's thick, will shrink less than it does where it's thin. Then you're going to have a wavy part, and then you're going to have a wavy mold. You ever go to the racetrack and see fiberglass fenders? They're all wavy. That's because the mold making process was not correct, or the part process, the laminating and making the part, was not correct. Just a tip. Hate to break it to you guys who've been doing it that way. I watched a guy building a car on how to make a fiberglass hot rod. He took these great big pieces and just slammed them everywhere. That's not how you do it. And he took a roller. I was watching him use his roller. He was going, that's not how you use a roller. I'll show you. You use a roller like this. Get everything to the edge. And once you get them all under the edge, then you roll them. You want to roll the air bubbles out to the edge. They're not going to pop. They're not going to pop. You have to roll them out. If you want them to pop, you have to use a bristle brush roller, which is, I think I have one right there. There you go. See this? See the bristles? It pops the bubbles. So you don't have to roll them to the edge. There's some more rollers I have hidden. Look at all the dust. That's how much I use them. Anyway, they do that to get rid of the bubbles. And it works. But you can't use the bristle brush on your first layer against the gel coat, or else it'll put little pinholes in the gel coat, and your gel coat will alligator or wrinkle. Okay. Big pieces. The only reason I have cut it on these edges and shredded it, it's so it can move. In case there's a strand that goes from here to here. If I laid it up in one piece and I started rolling this, it's going to pull it up here. So I break it at the 90-degree turns. Wherever the bend is where I break it. A lot of people don't do it that way. A lot of people have problems. I'm just saying. Use big sheet. Big sheet. Right on over it. Big sheet. Now maybe you'll see what I'm talking about. Edge. As you'll see. And the next piece you lay in here. So as you're rolling this, it won't pull on this because you've divided it. But you don't have all these sheets on top of each other, looking like crap. It's going to come out like garbage. Here's those guys that make those custom speaker pods. They pull the fleece, or the custom console, and they pull fleece all over the place, and they use a wood frame. It's all fine and dandy, and that's how you do it. But that's where they stop. They don't make a mold. So that's why a year later, all their body filler has cracked, the paint's wavy, it looks like garbage. If you make a mold of your perfect part, now you have a fiberglass part that will fit in your car, or your buddy's car, or another guy's car, or another guy's car. You can sell them. Don't stop and leave wood and body filler and plaster in your car. It's stupid. See how I'm doing that? It's the only reason you need a strip to strip them, is when you're going around a bend. If you're not going around a bend, don't lay your part up with strips. Don't tear pieces or cut pieces and do your whole part in cut pieces. The biggest pieces possible is what you want to use. Otherwise, you're just wasting your time, throwing money away, tripling your work for a weaker part. It doesn't make any sense. See all the bubbles? I don't know if you can see them in there or not. There you go. See all the little bubbles? That's how you get rid of the bubbles, okay? That's how you begin. No matter what anybody shows you, or whatever you see on any video, you don't do this. That's not what you do. That's not how it works. This is how you get rid of the bubbles. This is how you get rid of the bubbles. This is how you get rid of the bubbles. This is how you get rid of the bubbles. Okay? Okay? Don't listen to the idiots going every direction. They have no clue. They're purely amateurs making videos. Amateurs making videos teaching you how to. They changed the title is to let me show you how I did it. Let me show you my amateur video of how I did it. But that's the name of the game. And if you can, depending on your part, try to go the other way. Back and forth. I don't know if you can see the bubbles I'm bringing up or not. Watch this. See all the bubbles? And when you finally get done the top, you'll simply come down and roll the bubbles right on out of the part. Just keep doing it just until they're all gone. Over and over and over. See how that is? Roll them out. Gone. Bang! Gone. Watch this one. Watch. Watch. Watch me work. Watch me work. Watch me work. Watch. Pow. Presto. Watch this one. Bringing a whole bunch of bubbles with me. Mr. Bubble, you're the one. Remember that? Get rid of the bubbles. You're going to have to go over it 10 times. But that's how you want to do it. Do not do this and think you're doing anything good. If you do this, you're mistaken. And for those guys who fiberglass and do that, you're an idiot. I'll be back when I'm done getting rid of the bubbles.